Yeah, so when I was first approached to work with bats, I was concerned because I've never worked with that type of wood before. Typically we're aging beer in oak that's been pre-toasted. It's had some spirit sitting in the barrel, typically a bourbon or a rum. But this time we were like, why not? We've never done it. We know the characteristics of the wood. All we got to do is toast it. So we did that ourselves. What that did too is it helped sterilize the bats, so we wouldn't infect the beer because the toasting will help kill anything that's in there. We put it right into a tank, and then with a Vienna Lager, which is the style that we're doing, you need to lager it or cold condition it for multiple weeks. So that's the perfect time to put it onto bats because it's going to take a couple weeks to get the flavor compounds out of those bats, which is kind of like a nice little earthy, burnt toast, a little bit of wood character. It's not like you're gonna be chewing on a 2x4, but you're gonna get some of that nice toasted wood out of there. And that'll add some nice complexity to a Vienna Lager, which is more of like a caramel breadiness. So imagine just a slightly smoky caramel bread flavor. So we start with just raw grain, we grind that up and mix it with water, and then when we steep that at a certain temperature, it's gonna release a lot of sugars. And depending on the malts we use, that'll give us different flavor profiles. So after it's mixed with the warm water, we get this sugar water that we then run off into our kettle. The kettle is where we'll boil it. We add all of our hops. If you add hops at the beginning of the boil, you get more of your bitterness. Towards the end, you get more flavors and aroma. When it's done boiling, we then send it in what's called a whirlpool to settle out any of those hops. And then from there, we cool it down and send it into a fermenter. That's where we'll add the yeast, and that's where it becomes beer. Ferments there for about 2 weeks, and then what we do is we cool it down. It drops all the yeast out of solution, and then we transfer it into a tank to get carbonated. We'll dry hop it again there, and then we'll package it from there, and then it's ready to drink. So from grain to glass, it's about a 3-week process.
My new welcome to Worcester Vienna Lager, that we need to have a celebratory toast. So if you got your beers, I'm gonna have a first crack. Congratulations, and here's the time of happiness and play ball. Congratulations, guys. Thank you first and foremost for joining us here today at Wormtown Brewery. On behalf of all of our staff, my partners here, and obviously the team from the Worcester Red Sox, we want to really thank you for joining us today. This is a really cool moment in the 9-year history of our brewery to be able to form a partnership with something that is so Worcester as what we're sharing with you today. We have the look, the taste, the smell, and the feel of Worcester represented in the building today in a few minutes.